there, welcome to your practice. My name is Emily here at the Movement Clinic. Today we are doing a restorative flow. Yummy. Focus being on sort of a compass pose. And if you don't know what that is, don't worry. It's gonna help you feel good in the back of your body, sides of your body, big stretch. So go ahead and grab a strap or a belt or a dog leash, whatever you've got that is strap-like, possibly a blanket, and meet me lying on your backs on your mat. Move your goodies off to the side and keep the strap handy for sure. You're probably gonna wanna use it here. Lying on your back, walk both feet over to the left. The bottom left corner of the mat. Now begin to reach your arms overhead and walk both arms over to the left corner of the mat. Maybe the left hand grabs the right wrist as you start to make a banana shape. Maybe cross your right ankle over the top of your left ankle if you need a little bit more there, but make sure the right hip isn't rolling up. Just allow the right side of the body to softly release down towards the mat with gravity as we gently start to open up the side bodies. You can close your eyes here. Take some nice big breaths. Begin to notice if the right ribs feel a little congested or free. Maybe using your inhales to really expand there, create space. Maybe the outer right hip feels a little congested. Or maybe you feel really open today, and that's wonderful too. Very slowly release your right hand. Start to move your arms, legs, body back towards center. Slowly transition over to the right. So hips stay stable as you walk your right foot and then left foot and leg over to the right side. Maybe start to wiggle shoulders over to the right. Right hand grabs left wrist, maybe to help gently tug and pull to create space. Maybe left ankle crosses over top of the right, banana pose on the opposite side. Notice if the left side of the body is peeling away from the mat, allow it to soften down to the mat so that the emphasis can be on opening in the left side body. Again, use your breath. Create space here using the inhales. Exhale to soften. And inhale, slowly make your way back to center. Grab your strap. Bend both knees. Plant your feet. Now, if you don't have a strap, you're simply going to interlace your fingers on the back of the right thigh below the knee. If you do have a strap, loop the strap around the ball of your right foot. Flex all 5 of your right toes back towards your face. Reach out through the right heel to lengthen the leg any amount and hold either end of the strap in both hands so that backs of the shoulders and shoulder blades can softly release into the mat. Neck is long and soft. Squeeze your right kneecap gently. So a little bit of effort here in the right leg. Draw the low belly in. Feel free to stay here with the left leg bent or lengthen the left leg long. Gently flex the left foot and press the left thigh down to feel the kneecap hug into the quad. Take an inhale here, reach out through that right heel. Exhale, gently bend the knee in towards right armpit. Scoop the low belly into the back of the body. Inhale, press the legs straight. Keep neck and shoulders soft. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, press it straight. Exhale, bend your knee. Good, now from here, if you have the strap, grab both ends of the strap in your right hand, comfortably close to your right foot. The right shoulder may lift a little bit, that's fine. Inhale, press the right leg straight again. Left arm reaches out to the left, anchor down through that left shoulder. Left side body stays grounded as you exhale, right arm and leg open any amount without the left side body lifting. Flex all 5 of your right toes back towards your face again. Reach out through the right heel. Squeeze the kneecap if you can. Take an inhale here. Exhale, draw belly in to lift the leg back up. Gently bend the knee. Release the strap, plant your right foot, bend your left foot, pause for a moment. Connect to whatever sensations you might feel in the right leg. I've got some tingles, some awakening, some blood flow. And now the left leg. Float the left foot off of the mat. Either, if you don't have a strap, interlace the fingers on the back of the left thigh or loop the strap around the ball of the left foot. Flex all 5 of the left toes back towards your face. Backs of the shoulders are softly rooted into your mat. Neck is soft, jaw soft. Press out through the inner heel to press the left leg straight. Squeeze the left kneecap. So a little bit of effort here to create some length through the back of the left leg. Now, option to stay here or lengthen right leg. Flex right foot, press right thigh down. A little bit of active leg or active muscles in that leg so that we can help to hold ourselves here. Take an inhale, really press out through the heel, flex back through the left toes. Exhale, bend the knee in towards left armpit. Find that nice compression. Scoop the low belly to create space for the thigh to come down. Inhale, press the leg straight or straightish. Exhale, compress and bend the knee. Inhale, press it straight. Exhale, bend, pause. Take both ends of the strap in the left hand, comfortably close to the left foot. If you have the back of the leg, you might just sort of guide and land the hand outside of the calf or the inner thigh if that's what you can reach. Right arm out to the right, palm faces up, anchor down through the right side of your body from the shoulder blade down the back, hip, thigh, ankle, heel rather. Press the left leg straight, inhale. As you exhale, open the leg and the arm out to the left and breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the belly and lift the leg back up. Rebend the knee, release the strap. Move it off to the side so it's handy, but we don't need it right this second. Plant both feet, take a moment and pause. Maybe rocking gently side to side across the low back. And ultimately, roll onto one side and press your way up to a seat. Find your way into a wide leg position. This doesn't have to be your widest position in a forward fold, especially since we're not totally warmed up. But try to get comfortable. Rock side to side. Make sure that you're sitting forward of the sit bones, or at least straight on the sit bones. Lengthen out through the ears and the crown of the head. Draw the low belly in. Stretch the low back down towards the mat and the floor. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips reach out in front of you. Fold forward. Long lengthen spine. Walk your hands out in front of you as far as you want or need, keeping a long and lengthened spine. Draw your low belly in. Soften and lengthen forward, reaching ribs out of the low waist and the hips as you stretch the low back down. Keep all of this length that you've created in the side body. Simply walk your hands back. Now, left hand crosses behind the right and reaches in front of that right thigh. Start to turn to face that right foot. Left or right arm reaches out to the right, palm flips up. Now reach up and overhead and side bend to the left, keeping the length in the left side body as much as we're lengthening in the right side body. Spiral your heart underneath that lifted arm. Draw the low belly in, stretch the low back down towards the mat. Keep flexing and pointing all 10 toes up towards the mat. Inhale to release, come on up and switch. Right arm reaches over to the right as the chest turns to face the left foot and toes. Draw the low belly in, stretch the low back down. Left arm reaches out to the left. Flip your palm to face the sky. Reach up and overhead. Both sit bones stay rooted. Low back is still reaching down. And inhale, come on up. Slowly bend your left foot and bring the sole of the left foot inside of the right thigh. Turn your chest and your belly button to start to face that right foot and leg. Now this is where a strap may come in handy. Again, Janu Shirshasana. We'll be here for a few breaths. Loop the strap around the ball of your right foot if indeed you're using it. If not, just maintain length in the spine and reach your fingertips out in front of you. Inhale, find lots of length. Exhale, draw the belly in, stretch the low back down as you lengthen the ribs out of the waist, hinge at the hips, fold forward. You can walk your hands slightly closer to the foot on your strap or on the floor. Notice if your left shoulder is popping above the right, make the shoulders level in space here. Good. Release the strap if you're holding on to it and move it off to the side. Inhale, walk your hands back. Plant your right hand, or your left hand, outside of your left hip. Gaze at that back right foot and plant all four corners of the right foot. We press up into gate. Inhale, lift your hips, reach up, root down through the outer edge of that back foot. Right arm reaches up. And now wrap those bottom ribs forward as you soften that back shoulder back to stack shoulders. Keep that, turn your top hand to face the front of your mat or the back of your mat and reach up and overhead, arm by ear, lengthening those lifted fingers out of that back foot, lifting your heart underneath that lifted arm. Take another inhale here. Exhale, softly release your hips back down. Circle your right arm back down. And now we switch. So left leg goes long, back to that sort of wide-legged position. Bend your right knee and place it on the inseam of your left foot. Grab your strap. Loop the strap around the ball of your left foot, or if you don't have it, again, no worries. Just walk your hands out in front of you, just like we did in the wide-legged forward fold, keeping a lengthened spine. Inhale, find lots of length. Lift your ribs and your shoulders out of your hips. Exhale, turn to face that leg. Keep all of the length. As you hinge at the hips, stretch the low back down towards the floor, curling sit bones under, maybe walking your hands forward towards the leg, any amount, or forward towards the foot rather. Continue to turn the belly button and the chest to face that left leg. Left toes stay flexed back towards your face, so always that slight bit of activeness in the foot, in the legs. Shoulders are level in space. Now, inhale, lift your gaze. Slowly walk the hands back. Release the strap. Set it off to the side. Keep it handy though. You can tell we're using it today if you have it. Right hand plants at the top of the mat outside of the right hip. Gaze at that back foot. Turn the foot in so that you can plant all four corners of the foot at the back of the mat. Press away through the right hand. Lift and bridge those hips up. Gate pose. Left arm reaches up. Turn your palm to face the top of the mat. Reach up and overhead, again, creating this long, strong line from that back foot through the lifted fingers. Wrap those bottom right ribs forward as the top ribs roll back, trying to stack shoulders, stack ribs, lift heart to sky. Inhale, gaze down. Exhale, slowly soften hips back to the mat. Lengthen your right leg long again. Let's find that wide-legged forward fold one more time. Inhale, lift up. Flex all 10 toes back towards your face. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up gently. Bend your knees and come to butterfly pose. Soles of the feet connect. Rock side to side so that you can sit forward of those sit bones. Reach your outer knees down. Now, don't worry if your heels are close to your groin or far. Just try to find a sense of opening so that we can feel these knees opening out. Inhale, find length. Exhale, draw the low belly in, low back stretches down. Begin to send the heart and the head forward, shoulders as well, lots of length in the spine. Maybe forearms gently press out on the inner shins, maybe inner knees, depending on where they land for you. Nice smooth breaths here. And slowly release with your next inhale. Make your way to hands and knees at the top of your mat. And child's pose in whatever variation you would like. Inhale, shift forward, hands and knees. Now here's where you might want to have a blanket handy to pad the knee or knees up. As we come into a low lunge, really gentle restorative flow to continue to open up the backs of the legs and the back of our body. Sometimes our knees can be a little cranky, especially when we're holding these poses a bit longer. So find the support that you need. Walk your right hand in slightly, shift the weight to the left, right leg comes forward. Make sure there's enough distance between your front foot and your back knee so that you can create some space here. Now lift the low belly. Really lift the low belly so much that you feel the entire right side of your body softening inside of that right thigh. Even if it's not actually physically inside of the right thigh, that's the action we're going towards. That's a direction. Stretch the low back towards the back of the mat, lift the low belly, and reach the heart forward. So we're creating lots of space in the low back here, lots of length in the upper back as well. You might find that you have room to slowly come down a little more, maybe onto forearms. Or maybe you're up on fingertips and you might be able to lower onto palms, right? Whatever lowering is for you. Continue to curl your sit bones under, lengthen the low back to the bottom of the mat, stretch the ears out of the shoulders, keep the neck soft. Now, plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Walk your hands back, shift your hips back, half splits. Flex all 5 of the right toes back towards your face and wiggle that right heel maybe a little closer to the top of the mat so that left hip is stacked over your left knee. Reach out through the right heel as you flex the toes back, squeeze the right kneecap. Even if your leg is just straight-ish, which looks very, very bent, reach out through the inner heel, flex the toes back towards your face. Draw the low belly away from your thigh. Stretch the low back towards the back of the mat and lengthen the heart forward. Beautiful. Now, gate pose to the back of the mat. So as we walk our hands over to the left, spinning our upper body towards the left side to the back of the mat, left toes will plant right behind us. Right foot will plant at what is now the back of the mat, was the front. Left hand roots down underneath our left shoulder, right fingertips reach to the sky. Turn your top hand to face the front of the mat, old back of the mat, and reach up and overhead. Draw the low belly in, stretch your low back down towards the mat. Lots of space in the low back here. Press your bottom ribs forward and roll the top ribs back. Keep that bottom shoulder back and into the shoulder socket. And slowly release into a tabletop position facing the back of the mat. We make our way into the other side, shifting our weight over to the right. Left foot steps forward now for lizard lunge here. So I'm going to move my blanket back just a little bit so I have enough space between my front foot and my back knee. From here, we lift the low belly so that we can create space to come inside of the left thigh with our left torso, or the left side of our body. Stretch the low back towards the back of the mat as we stretch the heart forward and try to find a comfortable place to start the journey of lizard. Maybe eventually feeling that we might be able to start lowering, maybe to forearms, palms, whatever lowering is for you in this shape and on this side. Now, slowly, half splits. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Walk your hands back, shift your hips back, flex all 5 toes back towards your face. Again, even if straight means a bent leg for you, reach out through the heel, flex all 5 toes back. If your leg is straighter-ish, go ahead and squeeze that kneecap. Low belly lifts, low back reaches down towards that back knee or the back of the mat as the heart stretches forward. Sides of the neck are long and also soft. So as you can see, I keep kind of wiggling and waggling my head side to side, shaking no and nodding yes to make sure that I'm not straining my neck. Good. Gate pose. We're walking back to the original front of our mat as we spin our right toes behind us. So they plant right behind our knee. Plant all 4 corners of that left foot at the back of the mat. Right hand lands as the left fingertips reach up. Now draw that right shoulder back and into the shoulder socket. Keep it. Flip the top hand to face the front of the mat. Reach up and overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl your sit bones under. Feel the low back lengthen towards the back of the mat and press bottom ribs forward as top ribs spiral back. Maybe gaze can lift under that lifted arm towards the ceiling. Maybe that's not comfortable for you on your neck. Maybe you keep the gaze down or straight forward. Pick what works. And slowly make your way back to tabletop and child's pose. Move that blanket off to the side. And walk your hands back to sit up. Sweep your feet out from underneath you and come to a seat on your mat. All right, the moment has arrived for our little compass pose. Let's grab a strap. We'll find our way back into Janu Shirshasana. So, right leg goes long towards the top of the mat, but chest for right now is going to face the long edge of the mat. This is how we're going to sort of set ourselves up, right? Going back into Janu Shirshasana, but then coming to face this way ultimately. And if you have your strap, please grab it. If you don't, no worries. So loop the strap around the ball of the right foot. Wiggle side to side to make sure that you are sitting on top of your sit bones or forward of the sit bones a little bit. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, send the low back down towards the mat. Turn to face that right foot. All 5 of the right toes are flexed back towards you, reaching out through that right heel. And slowly fold over the leg. Now notice this low right belly. Really draw it back and in so that you can find more space to fold over the leg. That same low right belly drawing back and in is going to help us fold inside of the leg and make space for the right side of our torso to come inside of the leg, just like we did in our lizard lunge. Sides of the neck are long and soft, breath is smooth. Shoulders are level in space for now. Now, lift your gaze and lift the torso slightly. We're finding length to twist and turn to face the long edge of the mat. First, grab both ends of the strap in the right hand, close to the foot, just like we did on our backs. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, curl the low back down, stretch it down towards the mat. Sit bones come underneath you even more. Low right belly draws back, back, back as we turn and twist. Again, heart facing the long side of the mat. Now, bring your right forearm inside of the right foot and press the shoulder and the arm and the leg into one another. It's sort of a little bit of leverage to help twist and open the heart a little bit more. Reach your left arm out behind you, flip your palm to face the sky, reach up and overhead. Pause, lengthen out through that back hip. Inhale. Exhale, press your bottom ribs forward as you roll the top ribs back, and maybe grab the strap in the left hand as the right arm releases and reaches towards the left shin. Or you can keep the right hand inside of that right foot. Now, if your heart starts to collapse because you're trying to reach too close to the foot, just slide the hand back on the strap. Then breathe. Low belly draws in, low back reaches down. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward and spiral it up. And slowly release. Come on out nice and slow. Oh, that is one of my favorites. Slide the strap or remove the strap from that right foot and slowly switch. Bend the right knee. Give it a little help if you need. Bring the sole of the right foot inside of the left thigh. Left foot lengthens towards the back of the mat or that left corner of the mat. If you've got the strap, wonderful. And if not, I failed to mention, if not, just reach, right? You're not going to have something to hold on to, but that's not going to limit you from being able to find the shape in your body and to create these muscular actions as well. So the props are useful, but not totally necessary if you don't have them. Now loop the strap around the ball of your left foot. Draw the low belly in, curl the sit bones underneath you. Reach back through the left toes and out through the left heel. Squeeze the left kneecap. Inhale, lengthen. Turn to face the foot. Exhale, fold over the leg any amount. Inhale, create lots of length. Breathe into the back of the body. Notice the low left belly. Really draw it back and down to help you hinge at the waist more and fold over that left leg a little bit more. Shoulders level in space. Breathing into the back line of your body. Now inhale, lift your gaze, lift your torso. Low belly is still drawing in, low back is still reaching down. Grab both ends of the strap in the left hand and turn the chest to face the long side of your mat again. Inhale, create lots of length. Low left belly's drawing back and in as we slowly lower our left forearm and elbow inside of that left leg. Press them into one another for a little leverage. Reach your right arm behind you, flip the palm to face the sky, and reach up and overhead. Now, take an inhale. Exhale, press those bottom ribs forward, roll the top ribs back. Maybe grab the strap in the right hand and release the left hand wherever you'd like to release it. Take some nice deep breaths. Again, gaze wherever it feels good for you. Big stretch in this right side body. And slowly release. Move your strap off to the side. Make your way onto your backs. Set yourself up for Shavasana. Legs go long. Heels plant wide. Arms underneath you and down your back. Take in any sensations that you feel. Soften into the experience of living in your own body. Possibly of experience without labeling. Start to take deeper and deeper breaths, filling up with air. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe roll out ankles and wrists as you rock your head from side to side to gently move the neck. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch long, point your toes away from your fingers, reach your fingers away from your toes. Stretch your right toes and right fingers long. And stretch your left toes and left fingers long. And then both. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet, roll onto your favorite side and pause. Notice whatever shifts or changes have occurred for you. How do you feel? What is the texture and tone of your existence now? And as you're ready, press your way to a seat. And when you find your comfortable seat, bring your palms to meet at heart center and bow your head to your hands. In honor of this community, in honor of this practice that provides insight and connection far beyond ourselves. And thank you all for trusting me with your movement today. It is a joy and an honor. I bow deeply in respect to all of you. Thank you very much. Until next time.